Okay, let's get this party started.
All right, we're doing some baby back ribs today. As you can see, prime reserve from Sam's, 9.4 pounds, 28 bucks, $2.98 a pound. Today will be a little different, a little special, because I'm going to be doing these a different way. Stay tuned and I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to remove the membrane. Maybe go to the second stall. Pry that up a little bit. Work your fingers up under there. All the way across. Pull back to the end. Don't even have a paper towel. How about that? I like that new knife. Mama got a set of 3 for 20 bucks somewhere. I thought I would try it. Anyway, get your paper towel. You know the deal. Won't spend a lot of time on this. Grab it. Use your paper towel just because it's so slippery you can't grab it with your fingers. And that's that. Alright, I'm going to do the next two. Be right back. Use some mustard as a binder. You know the deal. If you've watched enough videos, it doesn't affect the flavor or the taste of the ribs after the cook. You'd think so. Mustard is pretty strong, but it doesn't. It's just to make the rub bind. Alright, more rub. Okay, we're done here. I'm going to get the smoker set up now. I'll meet you out there. Alright, let's get this party started. What in the world is that conglomeration? I ordered a while back, I ordered this, they call it a warming grate. It depends on if you're smoking or grilling. If you're grilling, it is warming. So is this one. I saw this on Tom Horsman's channel. He had one of these, and so I ordered one. I like the half moon shape. That way, if you're grilling. Now, remember, if you're using this as a smoker, it's got all kind of capacity. You know, middle rack, upper rack, the meat expansion rack where I can hang stuff down like a pit barrel. So what we're doing today, just forget about this being a Weber Smoky Mountain Smoker. We're going to use this. If you've watched my previous videos, I was successful in getting my Weber Smoky Mountain set up as a charcoal grill, just like a kettle. That was total success. Alright, today I'm just playing around, folks. I know I could smoke these things on the Smoky Mountain like you normally would. That's what it is, one of the best. But what I'm doing, I'm playing. I set this thing up, as you'll see, just like a kettle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this just like it's a kettle. So I got a Slow N Sear, and that pan in the bottom's just for catching grease. Since the charcoal and water is going to be up here, just discount anything below this grate is obsolete. This is only a kettle today. And I'm doing it for fun. I know I don't have to, but this is for fun. And we'll see what this thing will do. How it'll hold temp, and if it'll cook these ribs just like a kettle. So as far as we're concerned, we're only looking at this and above. Let's see what happens. We've got our Slow N Sear full, and now I'm going to pour a little bit right here in this corner. Some people use the little starter wax squares, and some people do it this way. So I'm going to put some chunks of peach wood about here. I don't like a lot of smoke, but peach wood's supposed to be a soft flavor. I don't like the heavy flavors. That's just me. I just was not raised on smoked meat, so I'm still trying to get used to that. Got my charcoal grate in. That's just a drip pan. Normally that's the water pan, but we're not even using that down there other than that purpose. Let's put our grate on. Our temps are up to about 230. This one up here at the top says 260. I got a little new accessory here, a stacker, and I'll put that up there and stack one. Could probably put two of them on there if I wanted to. If you're grilling, that's just a warmer, but if you're smoking, you can actually cook on it. So that's what we got going on, and let's see if I can get my temps to come back up. There we go. Stay tuned, Sal. It's been 22 and a half minutes since I started. At about 9 minutes in, the temps weren't coming up. You'll see it's at 239 now and rising. So I took everything out and took the pan out. I thought that enough air could come around the pan, but Justin at Baby Back told me I may have to do that. So Justin, that's step one. So I took the water pan out. All I was using it for was for drips, but I put the aluminum foil in the bottom, so now the very bottom is catching the drips. That's no problem. And when I put the meat on, it was cold. You know, it had been sitting out for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, but it was still cold, so the cooker had to heat the meat up. So everything's beginning to come up the temp now, and I'm at 240. So what I'm gonna do, I wanted to stay down around the 235 mark. I'm gonna pinch back these vents, and I'm gonna play with that a little while. They're wide open, so I'm going to move them back about half and see what that does. I'm gonna do each one of them like that, and we'll monitor that temperature. I want it to stay down about 235-ish. Be back in a bit. All right, we're up to 245. I don't want it to get any higher. I've totally shut off the back side over here, the vent on the bottom, and I'm down to a quarter open on this one and the other one. We're getting into kettle territory now on these vents. I believe it just needed to get caught up, and after I started, I did put 4 or 5 pieces of lump down on the hot end just to help get my temps going, get it hotter. But 246, so we're still climbing, so that's good. I'm glad to see that. Now I can manage it. Check back later. All right, it's been 2 hours and 18 minutes, and we're at 249. We've been going from 235 to 249, 250, but staying around 235 to 40 mostly. We give them a little spray while I can. This is about the 3rd, 4th time I've sprayed them, spritzed them, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take them up. Stand by. All right, I'm gonna get gloved up here. Looks like the one on the top rack's getting a little more. I hadn't been swapping them around. This is the way they were put on. The meat got to about 163 as of right now. I'm gonna take them in and wrap them. I put this big one on the top. Seems like the top surface cooks a little hotter. Alright folks, update. We've been cooking 3 hours and 56 minutes, right at 4 hours. The meat is 190. That's just come down. It's been running about 235, 240. We're getting ready to unwrap and sauce the meat. Stand by. What I'm going to do now, 2 racks are going to have the tailgater hater sauce modified a little bit. I added, with a 1.5 cups or so of this sauce, I added 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of pepper jelly, some real butter, 1/4 cup of ketchup. That's what's in this tailgater hater. And do the other side. That honey and brown sugar and pepper jelly just adds a little more sweetness and spiciness to it. CHS, Coleman's sauce, made in Florence, South Carolina. They don't even have a web page. It's just a small family-run business, and if you call the number, you might can mail, get some sent to you in the mail. I don't know how they would do that. I have to check. But it's a wonderful barbecue and sauce. Okay, that's about all we can do for it. Let that sauce set. I'll be back. Alright folks, we're going to look at these ribs that we started out with a little earlier. I'm going to pick this one on the bottom, bring it over. This one's got the tailgater hater. I'm just going to go in the middle here and cut a few of them. Knife cut's good. My wife got a set of these knives for about 20 bucks through a magazine order or something. Publishing Clearinghouse. Okay. Look at there. Smoke ring. Let's try this one. Here's the test. Alright. Tender. Bite off the bone. This is my first try at baby back ribs on the Smoky Mountain Kettle hybrid named Baby. This is the first time I tried it. Didn't have to do it that way. I could have just smoked these ribs on that WSM like we always do. But I was playing around, just wanted to do it for fun. I used the Slow N Sear, and we did it, and it did it just perfect. Here you go. You know, you can do it if you want to that way, setting it up as a kettle setup. And so, you know, feel free to have fun with it. So we're gonna go ahead and eat now. It's been a while. I think everybody's getting hungry. So until next time, Phil in Florence.